This demo has been sitting in my Steam library for a long time, but I finally got around to playing it. The game is called Usual June, a third-person action game. The planned release date is for sometime this year. If this review piques your interest in the game, then feel free to add it to your wishlist. Without further ado, this is just Summon Bee's review of Usual June by Fen. At the start of the demo, we play as June, our main character. Together with her friend Sunny, they investigate an abandoned lab to find dead Teddy, as this place is rumored to be where he died. I do wish there was some sort of cutscene to introduce the characters to us and how they got to this point, but that could be something the developers add in the final version of the game. As we explore this abandoned lab, June finds a book by a scientist named Ambrose Blackhurst, who seems to be behind Teddy's disappearance. Teddy then appears, asking for help to get home. Not every word comes through clearly, as there is some sort of interference, but that gets explained later. I won't lie that the voices for the characters kinda took me out of the experience as I was playing. I'm not new to games where characters speak some sort of unintelligible gibberish, but it just made it hard to follow at times. I do like that they gave the characters different colored text and also different tones to indicate who's speaking. After getting a working fuse to open the door upstairs, we come across a machine that Teddy says will open the door to his home. Once the machine is up and running, we head back downstairs with Teddy. Sunny comes to us with some information about Blackhurst. While he seemed to have a love for space, he was terrified of it at the same time. After June interacts with the door, we're suddenly transported to this underwater prism ocean, which felt like something out of Code Lyoko. When we ask Teddy about his appearance, he tells us that Blackhurst is responsible for the way he looks. We also learn that Blackhurst caused the destruction to Teddy's home. Teddy asks for our help in defeating Blackhurst. Apparently this is not June's first time in battle, but we don't get much information about who or what she fought previously as it comes through distorted. As we fight our way through various enemies, we learn more about Teddy along the way. He was put in some sort of star machine under the pretense that he would be able to go to space. Teddy says he met a big star and was able to communicate with it. Afterwards, there was a big sound and he died. He remembers being in pain when he woke up. We also learn that the interference when Teddy speaks is due to Blackhurst stealing something from him. When it comes to the battling system, there wasn't any kind of tutorial. It just shows what buttons to press to select items from your inventory and which button to press to use them. For the majority of the demo, I was just whacking enemies left and right, not knowing I could dash past them to avoid getting hit. I didn't know that these white crystals help replenish the heavy attack meter until way later. I mean, the symbol does look the exact same as the meter, but I didn't even know heavy attacks were a thing. After each battle, you're rewarded with stardust and shards to buy more items to use in battles. Unless you take the time to explore around though, you have no idea what the shop actually looks like. There are also little pockets that reward you with more stardust and shards to spend. There are moments during exploration that allow you to learn more about Teddy, which I like. I don't know if they intended for June to get pushed around during the talk scenes, but I found it funny. When we finally reach Blackhurst, he yells for Teddy to come back and mentions that if it wasn't for Teddy's foolishness, they would be free. Blackhurst seems to be inside something that looks similar to the creatures we fought. We don't actually see his face or any details, just the silhouette of his body. The demo concludes after Blackhurst notices June and asks who she is. Overall, I think the game has potential. The character designs are unique, the battle music is definitely a banger, and the story, while not giving out too much of the juicy lore, does make you wonder what exactly is happening in June's world. There are some minor improvements that could be made, but I'm sure those will be polished out once the final version of the game is released. Will you be adding Usual June to your wishlist? If you're curious to see what other games I review, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This has been a review by Just Summon Bee.